They have been pooped. This is the right way. Okay. Okay, weird. There we go. Running into these weird glitches where it just, like, does that. All that was for healing and some more. It's fine. I hear cawing in the distance. Marker cawing in the distance.
He was getting nowhere. Fast.
Was I getting nowhere fast? You get the ice door, but I don't need it right now.
Reynardo wondered if he should have taken Zenobia to the rebel base for real. Maybe she wasn't playing him after all. After the bleak talk about the Emperor's dark secrets, he was regretting his suspicions.
What? Well, this is grand. Why am I stuck? Why am I stuck? Okay. What? Okay, these are problems I never ran into on my original computer. Alright, one skill point available, maybe. Hook shot damage. Dash through enemies. Alright.
They came up on an empty shack. He gestured her in. Where's the base? She asked, confused. I thought we could talk a bit first. Oh, you think I'm playing you? She was furious. I'm betraying my father who picked me out of an alley, and you think I'm playing you? She lashed out. Her claws sliced fire into his face. Energy boiled in her other paw. But before she could kill him, he slashed his sword into her heart. She staggered. I could have loved you, you son of a bitch. And then she died. Reynardo stood there for hours, unable to move. Finally, a ship landed near him. Lapino had brought the Farfarer. On board the Farfarer, Lapino couldn't stop grinning. I can't believe you actually killed her. Why didn't I trust her? Reynardo said. All he could feel was emptiness. You killed the Emperor's daughter. You might want to run for it, if you care whether you live or die, that is. Since Reynardo didn't, he grabbed the wheel, and he sailed for the Imperial fleet.
Okay, that didn't go as what I thought. At, I can't speak English as I thought. Didn't I don't recall that. Like I said at the very beginning of this Let's Play, it's been a very long time since I played this, at least 2 years, so I don't remember the outcomes of everything. I remember the
Reynardo
basics.
had never felt worse. Zenobia had listened to him. He had trusted him. She had opened her eyes to her father's evil. Done everything he had hoped for. He had taken her to a dirty shack. Was he so used to lying that he couldn't trust even the girl he had always loved?
Yes. Nothing but a liar. Just go ahead and skip majority of this level. If I don't learn the truth that I know that I'm supposed to learn,
Coming through that door.
then I'm gonna have to do this again. Thank you. Nice energy on kill level 3.
He could see the rebels reeling back as he plunged into the ranks of the Ravens. He'd had to kill the girl he loved, but he'd also blown the biggest opportunity they could have had to turn the Emperor's daughter against him. Oh, Reynardo could only laugh miserably. He was taking crazy chances now, swinging wildly. He expected the Ravens to take him at any moment, but they were running in fear. No one wants to fight a man who doesn't care if he lives. No one wants to fight a hero.
I mean, that is one of the most terrifying things, fighting a man or a woman with nothing to lose or nothing to gain. If they don't care if they die, they will do anything to try and kill.
It was something he liked to do, but only after he'd killed all the witnesses.
Yeah, level 16.
Imagine getting a horse up in one of these things. He would be cursing a blue streak.
Imagine, imagine. Imagine dragons. Are they emphasizing that that's why there's not that many ravens right now? Because they are actually afraid. Not many are willing to fight me right now. This just seems like less than before. Still gonna keep hooking you. That's still slightly off. Yeah, I feel like that was the whole point. That's why the Raven stuff is a little bit easier right now, because most of them are running away from me.
He was exhausted. Could barely think. He wanted to stop thinking. The rebels were already finished, and he was the last. The ravens were coming for him personally now, in waves. It didn't matter. He was slick with his own blood, but it didn't matter. In the distance, he could see her, embraced by a halo of light, holding her hand out to him. Had she forgiven him? Would she take him to the halls of the valiant? Then he felt steel in his belly, and his chest, and his back. And he lay down, and he couldn't see her anymore. And he hadn't learned anything new this time.
Nope.
He'd done the same thing twice, yet expected a different outcome.
Almost sincere. Story number 11. What kind of hero are you? Yeah, hero goes down fighting when there's nothing left to live for. Alright, so it would help you find the truth, so... I got a 4th ending. Didn't get a new truth piece, though.
There would
Sad
be a
day.
way to win. Reynardo could feel it. He'd have to explore choices he'd never made before he could figure it all out, though. And with that, the book's pages fluttered to the beginning once again. And he fell.
Okay. I trusted her before.
Reynardo reached Lapino by Farspeaker Toad, the one creature the ravens had left alive at the observatory.
I'll meet up with you at the base,
Lapino said through the toad. Good thinking. Reynardo gave him the coordinates. There's a shuttle here I can borrow. Reynardo found Zenobia in the chart room. I've been having awful dreams, she said. Dead kittens and worse. I thought they were only dreams, you know. Why would anyone want the lost gods back? In those days, the favorite of a god could become immortal. She held herself and shivered. He wants to become an eater of souls. Well, I'm not afraid of dying. Just dying of boredom. Reynardo said, but she didn't laugh. Silence fell as they flew towards the ruins of the city of Ubar, where the rebellion leadership was hiding. If Zenobia couldn't help them fight off her father, no one could.
And now taking to the rebel base. Rebel base.
As they touched the ground, he could smell the ravens and hear their hungry caws in the distance. They're probably looking for me, she said. You go on ahead. She had that fiery look in her eyes that he'd always loved. It was a bit odd, though. How easy she'd been to convince. It was what he'd gambled on, but he'd expected more of an argument. She'd always loved to argue. She considered it the fastest way to the truth. Maybe she'd long suspected the truth. Sometimes all it took was taking the bandages from your eyes. That must be it, he told himself.
Bandages from your eyes. Those doesn't sound very pleasant. She's willingly going this time.
Kill the fox! Cawed the ravens. Nobody said they were original.
That's true. Nobody did say that they were original. More pots for me to smash. Oh, did you not like that? Is it just you? Nope. Why did you spawn by yourself, though?